Igbo Area TV on the Igbo.
Hello viewers, how are you doing? There are actually 1001 reasons why I want Biafra to come, because I believe lots of injustices I see in Nigeria would be something of the past. It will be redressed. The pains of Ndibo touches me that it's so much that if I have some powers to change things, I will do that quickly, as soon as possible. Please, I would like you to watch a video, see what our people will have to go through just to succeed in Nigeria. Anademao Urundinze.
Anadịghị mma ụlọ ndị nze kọntena niile akwụ ebe a trọk niile anyị akwụ 150,000 naira wee jee rigoro enu garafe enu kenu ya ebu ha wee banye Abba just from my two Maza Aboju road fere na-akwụ ebe a ọnụ na afọ ebe a 150,000 mmadụ. Just all the about 6 now, but you want can look or 5 amount. I see a load here. It is line about just natural. Eja papa just drop or empty container. You know, she got no nye business. Canoe when you business across the container. Nina one worth we bad at 12 look. I see where those use up a park or the man come out and buy off ma. Oh, yeah, me for no way came. Did you ever say one way the kicker? Just imagine 150,000. 150,000. How can you when delays you? They are ready for payment. No, Rube turn, huh? Hi. Obodoke. Obodo Merangari. I won't wake EG 150,000 just get away drive from motorway by Papa. Ata isi ayo na ogo na anatari anda ori elu ụzọ ana ofu onye ga na-ebuba. Just imagine the chikita say onye nwa no 2023 no philanthropist onye wa na philanthropist nye ya ọchịchị Nigeria is very fun. You were a philanthropist ebiashia. Just imagine. Hey, Bill! I'm asking a God to help. Money born it and I pay the money. Now, I must say behind a load to say. I get up with us here. Landing kilo to go near Mary. Hey, Niger. And then kill to go name me now. Oh, Nigeria. Again, they think. Bagada. After this, where Banya.
I remember those days in Lawrence in Lagos where they sell second-hand refrigerators, iron, toast machines, microwave, etc. When you bring your container of goods, the Yoruba area boys around the area would be the ones to offload it. This is by force, whether you like it or not, and they would be the ones to decide how much you pay for the offload. And you must have to pay unless they'll make trouble with you, break bottles, and you will have to lose so much. But it came to a point, the Igbo marketers came together and decided to end the nonsense. It was violent, however, but it stopped. It's very sad the way Nigeria is dealing with us. It's very sad. It's not just on this junction. They wait for Igbo to rip us off at any corner. Our region is strangulated economically. The design of Nigeria after the war was to make it hard for us, Igbo. In Nigeria, the Igbo man does most of the importation. The sea, flight, and forwarding industry is structured in a way that we have to settle Yoruba land, then Hausa custom officers before we do our business and make gain. Instead of dredging Calabar and Onne ports and make them work full capacity and accept all types of vessels, including ro-ro vessels, the government of Nigeria would prefer going to Ibadan. Buhari is doing it right now. And maybe one northern state, Kano. They go there, they build, they spend more than what will be used to dredge the ports. So they build dry ports in these places that has no waters. And Buhari even spends more constructing rail lines into Maladi, Niger Republic. Oh my God. So our solution is Biafra. Let all of Southeast and South-South join hands and let's get Biafra. Let the selfishness from South-South people, yes, let your selfishness stop. You have to stop this nonsense. We must come together and agree and work our way out. You see, I am a Christian and I am proud of that. But something happened recently in Igbo land, Abba, which I saw in a video and I must commend it, even though it is not related to my faith. Joseph Okechukwu, about 2 or 3 years ago, rallied support among Igbos, home and abroad, to abolish the ancient cultural practice called Osu Caste System.
What is Osu? Because I've heard a lot about this Osu Caste System. What exactly is Osu?
Good morning and thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure.
There's been a whole lot of stories going around about Osu Caste System. It depends on who you're asking. But you know, I've been on this journey to abolish this thing for quite some time, and you know, in the process, I've been doing a lot of researches and all of that. But I can tell you one thing that nobody has been able to argue with. Okay, first of all, one of the most prominent of all the descriptions I've got about or definitions for Osu is this. It's something that stemmed from slavery. All right, you remember back in the days, during the days of transatlantic slavery,
yes,
people would just look at their fellow human beings, people who are like you, and then capture them, okay, mark them for sale, and then sell them over to the slave masters.
Yes.
And so something was happening at that time. It became a criminal enterprise. It was a very lucrative venture, right? And then what happened was that people started saying, you know what? Some guys in the town were very rich, wealthy, okay? And so the best way to take away all their wealth and everything they had was to just mark them for sale, grab them and sell them over to the slave masters.
That happened generations ago. So how did it affect people living in these times?
Yeah, well, the thing is, that nonsense happened then. And after that happened, let me tell you how that started.
And inadvertently, are you saying the Osu people were the wealthiest people and that's why they were attacked?
Most of them were very wealthy.
So
they
jealousy?
were targeted. Yes, jealousy and, just criminal elements. And so when somebody got a tip-off that a guy who is wealthy is about to be captured and sold into slavery, they would go to him and say, hey, we just heard that you're going to be picked up at 12 a.m. tonight, or you're going to be picked up by 1 a.m. tonight. So when that happened, those guys would say, you know what, since they're coming from me, the only place that I could go for refuge, the only place that the people who were into this enterprise dreaded was the aloes, the shrines, the deities.
Yes.
So these guys who had gotten tip-off that they were going to be picked up would run to the aloes to go and hide.
Yes.
So the moment they go to the aloes, people will now look at them and say, oh, they're now properties of the gods. So that's how they become.
A reenactment of the 1956 abolition of a caste system that has engendered so much segregation where certain classes of persons are denied rights and privileges and called second-class citizens, is set to take place. Religious and traditional rulers are on ground to carry out the process, but not before the coordinator throws light into the ills the system has afforded them.
Today will be marked, it's going to be a memorial in the history of the Igbo nation, that after the prayer of atonement today, we are going to ask God to forgive us for this evil, and we are going to abolish Osu Caste System. When we finish Nri, we'll also abolish it in their own way, and after that, there will be a lot of action that will take place.
Some of the victims who've suffered stigmatization, neglect, and lots more share their experiences, laying the foundation for reconciliation.
My people are not intermarried with our community members. They excommunicate us from attending to church. If you make any transaction of business or greeting to each and every one of our member, they will now fine you. This is ongoing as I'm talking to you now.
Symbolically forgive.
I see it as a crime against humanity. Many Igbo leaders attended that event, which I would consider a success, because I know, after that particular one, it's like a trigger point. Certain other things will have to follow. I have been believing that after waiting to hear communities, I have been expecting communities to start doing something about that. Alibo gradually has to deal with that to finally, we need to stamp it out. It is inhuman treatment to our fellow humans who were born like us. Now, I'm so happy to bring to you to tell you that Abba community abolished Osu. It's something that resulted from our culture and traditions. Abba people also abolished it, applying culture and traditions. So you see, it's going to work fine.
I baby and Abba man. Again, we had to push women Abba. And now we are going to attack Bocha. Kaimea, Podire. No job like I got no blue snabba. I got woman. In that I baby. And no idea they can, enough for the now. Here, why I know Israel on Alibo. In that I baby, you got the reborn and winning the baby. I guess.
Osu n'ume ohu Abba anyị na-ekwu asị ya abụsachi ọnụ ya taa n'ụbọchị taa na ọ ga-adị ire n'ala Abba n'ahụ ụmụ ọkwara niile ka m kwụ ebe a na-ekwu na Osu n'ume agadị ahụ ire n'ala Abba.
Kedu kala fọ buta fọ eti yesi gwa gwa sedalo wa me gife wa me gife neke wa me gife no wa me gife na itenga ya aduwo yi buta fọ kabia bala kabia buta fọ
Nọta
wo eke
ụbọchị eke
kunu na-ekwuyi
ka anyị na-ekwubi
kunu ụmụnne gị
mụ na ụmụnne m
n'osu adịzi na
n'osu agadịzi n'ala Abba ohu agadịzi
onye kwuziri ya
onye kwuziri
onye kwukwe ya ọzọ ife ọfụrụ ya na mmadụ ncha niile mmadụ Chukwu kere na Chineke nwe onye kechara kpụ ya asị do ma nna aha na ife ahụ mere
ife ahụ unu kwuru
kwute na ọ na-enye nsogbu na ọ na-achọghịzi ya na maje ndị mmadụ na ọgwụ ite anyị si kwue ka ọ ga-esedo ụzọ fọrọ ala gbufuo
I am happy with the way they dealt with it, and I implore other communities, including Nnewi people, to fully stamp it out. You know, Nnewi Igwe is called Igwe Joka. I heard there was a time he wanted to abolish Osu Caste System, but the powers that be, it's not a one-man thing. The powers that be, the powers around then, opposed him. I wonder why people should oppose such. Imagine you are in that, you are an Osu. How would you feel when people treat you like an Osu? Like an outcast? Let me call it outcast. How will you feel? That you come into certain meetings, some people wouldn't want to deal with you because of that tag, because of an ancient tradition. Meanwhile, I don't say we should yank traditions, but there are certain things that we have to do away with. There were times in the past that twins were being killed. But it came to a point, people realized that it is evil. They abolished it. Now twins are the most desired. Some people even want triplets. Some people give birth to 8 and they are happy with it once they can take care of them. So Osu Caste System is inhuman treatment against our fellow humans. It's, I don't know. Though I wonder why some people will be opposed to any move towards abolishing it. I don't know why some people will be so wicked. Abba people have done something that is great, and irrespective of how they did it, I thank them and may God bless them. This is where we call it a quit for on this show. Please don't fail to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also click on our bell icon so that anytime our updates drops, you will get an alert, a notification. I'm Azuka Uzo OJ. Bye for now.